What's up, everybody? I am Bradley Overrated, and today I am reviewing the game Alien Isolation, not only on the Xbox One version, but also the PC and the Nintendo Switch version, as in case you couldn't tell, I kind of like this game. And I'm just going to tell you right now that the best way, in my opinion, to play this game is, in fact, surprisingly, on the Nintendo Switch because it performs marvelously on the Nintendo Switch. I mean, it looks gorgeous. As a matter of fact, the recording that you are seeing here right now is captured from the Switch itself. It runs incredibly smooth. It actually looks better, and Digital Foundry even said that it looks better and performs better on the Switch than it does compared to the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One. That's just impressive. So in Alien Isolation, you play as Amanda Ripley, Ellen Ripley's daughter, and yes, that is Ellen Ripley from the original Alien movie. But aside from that, you play as her daughter. 15 years after the events have passed through the original Alien movie, you get a signal from the Nostromo, and you go to investigate it as you're trying to find out what happened here at this ship and what happened to the crew, and possibly discover where on Earth your mother is. It's basically another side story, and you could even consider it in a lot of ways a sequel to the original Alien movie, which is fantastic! It is awesome, and not only did they decide to make this be a spin-off slash sequel to the original movie, they also made this entire ship look like it did from the 1970s film. Everything about this game when it comes to graphics and presentation is reminiscent of that film, and I think it is so cool that they did that. And the story, it works, man. It just works. I think the voice acting is really good. I like the characters that you're given in this game. And what I really, really enjoyed about Alien Isolation is it lives up to its title because I have never felt so isolated in all of my life. This game is scary, bros. This is not a comfortable game. This is an anxiety-inducing video game, and it is actually, after playing it now for the third time over, still holds up to being one of the scariest games I have ever played. It really brings the fear factor, and the xenomorph that comes around and tries to hunt you down is very intelligent and very intimidating. And I think that's what I've really liked about Alien Isolation is you're not just a helpless survivor. In a lot of these survival horror games that you play these days, you can't fight, you can't do anything other than hide and run away. And in this game, you have to hide and run away from the xenomorph, but there are other enemies on the ship, like the Working Joes, for example, that you can counteract them, you can fight them, you can kill them, you can fight the humans that are here. You'll discover that humans have kind of lost their marbles for good reason, but you're not entirely helpless, and I think that is really cool, and I really like that. You'll be able to craft items that can heal you, items to distract your enemies so you can try to get away, and believe me, you'll want to use those items as the xenomorph himself is a very intelligent AI and it respects you as a player, not for the faint of heart. This guy is a dick in all the right ways. I mean, he is smart. If he sees you, he'll come for you. If you hide too long, he'll start searching the lockers. If you make too much noise, he'll show up. The xenomorph is a very challenging, very delightful, if not absolutely terrifying thing that gives me anxiety every time I play this game, but I love the difficulty that this game provides. It is a fun challenge to try to outsmart and outmaneuver the alien. When it comes to negatives about the game, I think they're just kind of more personal opinion, but for me, I had a really hard time understanding the map layouts and understanding where I needed to go for my next objective. I feel like part of that is intentional, but at the same time, I kind of wanted just a little bit more clear cut, know exactly where I'm going during certain moments. And then the other negative I could say about this game is the pacing is just a little bit off. The intro, for example, is a little bit long and tedious at times. And then sometimes throughout the game I just want to get once again to the next objective, and I felt like it was taking forever to accomplish anything in the game. There are also data entries and collectibles scattered throughout this entire ship, and if you're like me and you're a big die-hard Alien fan, you'll want to get as much of that lore as you can, and the collectibles provide you with a lot of information on the crew members and what their situation was like, and I think that is really cool. It's a simple reward, but it is very satisfying for Alien fans like myself. Alright guys, I think I've talked enough about this game, but it's time now for me to give it my final score, and I give final scores through letter grades, and I'm actually going to start something new, starting here, right now. Let's do it. This is the breakdown, as you can see right here on the screen. I'm going to give you the pros and the cons of this game, and I'm also going to give you the letter grade all at once. And I'm going to tell you right now that Alien Isolation is just amazing. I loved it. I loved it so much that I bought this on PC after I played it through the Xbox One. And I loved it on PC so much that I decided to play it on the Nintendo Switch. And my personal now new preferred way to play this game is in fact on the Nintendo Switch, because it just plays so dang well. And it's so awesome that I can play this now in handheld and it runs flawlessly. I just think that is so cool. So with all of that in mind, guys, I think Alien Isolation, obviously and without a doubt, is going to get an A. And I could have, and you could even argue that I should have given this game an A- based off of some of the negatives I listed, but it's just so fun and it is so terrifying, and I just absolutely loved it. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead and say that this is my favorite survival horror video game that I have ever played. And if you haven't had a chance to play this game and you're a big fan of horror video games, then this is easily a must-play right now, and get on it. And I'm going to now officially declare whether or not this game is overrated, and I can easily say, in case you couldn't tell by the love, that this game is not only is it not overrated, it is in fact underrated. Not getting enough love. I hope they make a sequel, and if you hear me, Sega, please, 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 on my knees, I love you. Thank you so much for listening to me. And gosh, you just need to get this game. Alright guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. As always, I am Bradley Overrated, out like a trout, and I'll see you on the next one.